Hello everyone, I'm Sophie and I'm currently at Kecara Forest Retreat, Bentong, Malaysia. And today I'll continue sharing from this book, Snakes, Roosters and Pigs. This is by my guru, His Eminence the 25th Sam Tuku Rinpoche. I'm on the chapter with the topic of living our lives well with intent and purpose. And the last session I shared on A, treat your Lama as a Lama. And today I'll be on B, it's not the action that makes something negative, it is the intent. And this is on page 35. And as usual, I will go to a picture to share with you while I'm doing the reading. There you go, the beautiful Lady Vrajayogini. This is the altar, my guru's altar, personal altar. Okay, page 35. B. It's not the action that makes something negative, it is the intent. Recently, for the first time, I gave public teachings about the incredible, profound practices of real Mahasiddhas that live among us. Real Mahasiddhas do things, perform and act in ways that are shocking to our minds. It is not that these actions are inherently shocking. They are shocking to us because we have the karma to be shocked. We have the negative karma to be surprised, to feel right and wrong. The very fact that we have negative karma to be shocked proves that we have negative karma. If you don't have negative karma, you won't be shocked or happy or sad. You don't have these states of mind, but rather you will have a stable, unwavering mind that is not swayed. These Mahasiddhas act in ways that are very, very different from all of us. And they act this way because they do not come from the same motivation and the same background as we do. They can enact exactly the same actions as us, but their actions will not have the same result as ours. Do you know why? Intent is the key in this instance. We cannot emulate these masters and run around saying, well, since Mukpo does that, I can do it too. Remember that Mukpo's a Mahasiddha and you're not. You might say, well, Mukpo drinks sake all day long, so there's nothing wrong with that. Yes, there's nothing wrong with Mukpo who drinks sake all day long because sake cannot affect Mukpo, but sake can affect you. This is because Mukpo's been practicing Dharma for many lifetimes and purified so much negative karma, so seemingly negative actions cannot affect Mukpo the way they can affect us. At the same time, he does not create negative karma because his intent for drinking that sake is very different from our intent. But with us, if we drink sake all day long, I don't think we are going to be very pretty people. That's the difference. That's the big difference. Mukpo's manifestation as a Dharma teacher is totally unconventional and not conservative. Why? Because not everybody on this planet is nice. A reincarnation of a school teacher wears unrevealing clothes and have sex only once a year. Not everybody is like that. There are actually people out there who have sex twice a year and for non-procreative purposes. There are people out there who sleep with multiple partners. There are people out there who cheat on their partners, break their vows of love to their partners, and break their partners' hearts. There are people out there who will lie. Yes, they do. There are people out there who will cheat you of your money. There are people who talk back and go against their mothers and fathers and use them for money. There are people out there who look very nice but are not. Of course, there are people like that out there. There are all types of people out there. It's not just in the movies, you know. There are people who join the Dharma and become more and more evil. There are people who will use the Dharma to get money and respect. Yes, they would actually use the holy Dharma to get things from other people. There are lots of us out there, lots and lots of types of people. But then again, doesn't these people also deserve liberation? Don't they also deserve purification and love? Don't they also deserve a chance? Don't they also deserve Dharma? Now, imagine if you went up to these types of people and said to them, you can't drink, you can't lie, you can't cheat. You have to follow the 10 commandments of the Dharma, and you can't wear revealing clothes, or the resident nun in the center will tell you that you can't come around anymore. You can't sleep with anybody unless you're married and you know them well. And you have to practice. You can't do anything wrong. You have to be perfect. You say this to all those people out there who far outnumber us, and they will probably just say, see you later, bye-bye, and leave. There are all types of people, so there are also all types of lamas and all types of manifestations of the Dharma. Some people like the proper, holy, conservative, no nonsense, don't waste your time meditation monk. Some people do their meditations, then get up and leave. Imagine if you talk to them about taking vows and not eating meat. So, what about these people? Do we just say bye bye to them too? No, we don't. Because they are at that level, lamas or highly developed people manifest in different ways to get to their level. These beings act at the level of these people, not because they themselves are attached to these ways of behaving, these attitudes, or these things. Instead, because they become one of them at their level, they are able to teach them and help them transform their minds. So, when Mukpo throws himself down the stairs and ends up in the hospital, it brings people to enlightenment. But when you throw yourself down the stairs, all you incur is injury and medical expenses. There's a big difference. When a Mukpo has Bubali with 2 women at the same time, he is planting seeds of enlightenment in those women and in the people who view it. He himself has no attachment to the woman or the sex. It was more about what students were attached to at that time, this being in the late 1960s and 70s. But when you have Bubli with 2 women at the same time, you will probably be going oink, oink, oink in a nice farm somewhere in the middle America in your next life. Think about it. When you engage in actions like Mukpo does, you go to the 3 lower realms. Beings like Mukpo don't. I've personally met some people in America who have said, oh my God, I'm leaving Chogyam Trungpa. He's crazy. He's obnoxious. He would show up 3 hours late for teachings. He would teach all night until 6 or 7 a.m. in the morning, and nobody would get to go to sleep before 8 a.m. People who have attachment would learn to let go and move on. By his outrageous actions, Mukpo teaches you the concept of non-attachment. What I'm saying is, it's not the action that makes it negative, it is the intent. And this is the end of the chapter, but I'd like to explain who is Mukpo. There's a footnote of who Mukpo is. He's actually Chogyam Trungpa Rinpoche, and he he would he used to play tricks on his attendants by preparing to hurl himself off the stairs every night when he went to bed. So that is Chogyam Trungpa Rinpoche. And I guess it's known as Mukpo. So as Rinpoche said, don't always compare ourselves to others, especially to higher beings, who's our gurus. And they have they have attainments to get into that frame of mind to teach us, and whatever their actions will bring the results for us to grow spiritually. So that's the big difference. So don't go around saying that, oh, my guru can do this, then I can do that too. No, it's very different, because and as Rinpoche said, it's all based on intent. So the higher beings, like our gurus, their intent is for us to learn, and we are not the same. Okay, so that's the sharing today, and I will end here. And I'd like to thank you for sharing your time with me. And I'll end this with a completion dedication in Tibetan. Jang yu seng cho rin po shi ma ke pa nam ge shi ke pa nam pa me pa yang go ne go du pe wa shu to ni to rin po shi ma ke pa nam ge shi ke pa nam pa me pa yang go ne go du pe wa shu da su ji ni sa pa ge wa di tan tan tro wa go na gam pa dang je pa je su no san tra pa yi tam ping in po rin du sa se shu ke wa kun tu yan da la ma da tra mi cho ki pa na non cho ching sa dam na ngi nyat te ra zo ne do ji chang ngi ngo pa nga tu so ke wadi yududa lama sang yudriyo ne dro chi kya malupa de salago pasho choki kya posunga pa chosunam pa pe wala geki samasi wadang tungki malu sang washo dadam sing dadang sengi dusunam drewa songi latene gewa losan trapai tambayo river gyushi ni modele sendele ni migunyan dele shin ni sentato dele pel kunchu songi jingilo kunchu songi ngodruso kunchu songi trasi sho jeso lama kusen rapting ching nam katri ni chocho ke padang lo sam tempe dromi sap songi droe mun satato ni gyushi gang ri raw we ko we shin kam dem pen dan dewa ma lu gyo ne charan sik wan ten sing get soi shape shi de badu deng gyushi home don't be ngotro malupa then the dollar sell to so ko dan dem pa long shot nam ke pa so shuk ten sell. Again, thank you for sharing your time with me, and please, I do hope that you continue to share in my next sharing.